Third down and 20.
The next one we are going to talk about is our boy, Anthony Lynn. A couple episodes ago, we kind of crapped on Anthony Lynn, saying that we probably would can him at the end of the year. Now you get a 45-0 loss against the Patriots, on top of the fact that supposedly, while they still were mathematically in the playoffs, he told the team that they weren't making the playoffs. So it's
Before the
like,
game?
yeah. The
Oh.
other thing that I also heard is that I don't think he talks to the players before the game.
What does he do? Just sit on his couch and eat chips, and then they're like, "Hey, Anthony, we play in 10 minutes. All right, hold on, let me grab my headset."
No, I just don't think I don't think he does like a pregame speech or anything. Like, not even like, all right, boys, let's go get him out here. Like, no, I don't think he does any of that.
Oh,
Supposedly, that's what word on the street is, at least.
I don't like that too much. No, I like having a guy in the locker room that gets pumped up.
I mean, listen, I completely agree with you. And I want to show a clip real quick, just kind of showing that this Patriots team came to play. And not only did they come to play, they ate the Chargers' lunch. Let me see if I can get this on here. Bang time. Look at this. Just look at Stephon Gilmore in the slot against Keenan Allen.
Oh, man.
Look at this coverage. Look at this. Look how physical this team is playing. Look how fast the Patriots are playing. You're telling me this team didn't come to play? Look at Stephon Gilmore. Look at this look at this coverage. I don't care what schemes you ran. I don't think the Chargers wanted to play this game. I really don't.
Well,
I really think they didn't give a shit.
If your coach tells you that you're out of the playoffs, but mathematically speaking, you're still in the hunt, like, I'm not playing. I'd be like, screw this, man.
Well, how about this? They gave a shit. But it just looked like a football game where everyone was playing for themselves, not for the team. Whereas the other side, the Patriots, everyone was playing for the team, not for themselves. And that's how you end up with a 45-0 game when you can make a clear argument the Chargers have the better roster. That is inexcusable. And at the end of the day, that's not the straw that broke the camel's back. That is like the second camel's back that's been broken. Anthony Lynn has to be gone now. I'm sorry. It's just, I like Anthony Lynn as a person. I think he's a good guy. At least I thought before he would get a team to play for him. He's a locker room atmosphere. I think he cares about the players. But at the end of the day, man, it's just, what have you done for me lately?
He hasn't done anything. That's the thing.
What are you going to, not even that, what are you going to do for the future, Can this team win another playoff game under Anthony Lynn at this rate? Like,
no. And it's just like, I think it's to a trend now. Like, you got a good young quarterback, you got some decent pieces around him. Just go out there and find a different guy. Anthony Lynn, it just seems, especially after this defeat and the close losses they have had in the past 2 years, it just feels like it's more depleted this moment. It feels like if you brought him back for another year, it just kind of felt like a Hugh Jackson thing again. Even though he's not as bad as Hugh Jackson, it's just, you're not changing anything of the culture there, And I in no world do I see the Chargers coming back and winning a playoff game with Anthony Lynn next season. I mean, you got to think the Raiders are going to be better, and the Chiefs are going to be the Chiefs. And
and the Broncos might have a quarterback at some point.
And the Broncos might have a quarterback. you look at your division. Like, if you want to rank your coaches, Anthony Lynn is definitely last place in that division ranking of coaches. And your goal is to have the number one.
Which is crazy, dude. I'm pretty sure he was either coach of the year or runner-up coach of the year in 2017 or 2018, one of the two. The year that they went 12-4, I believe it was 2018.
But then
But
again,
I
they
think
didn't
you're right.
get blown out against the Patriots. I mean, they got blown out in the playoff game that same year he won Coach of the Year, right?
Well, here, let me get into this real quick. So at the end of the day, Anthony Lynn's record as the head coach of the Chargers is 29-31. This season, they are bottom 10 against the run after drafting a linebacker. They drafted a defensive tackle 2 years ago in the first round. They bring in Linval Joseph from Minnesota. You paid two stud defensive ends in Ingram and Bosa. I know Ingram did not play. Bosa's still sick, still really good.
Yeah, he's a
They
pretty
just
good
got
player.
schemed. They just bullied them up front. They're bottom 10 in points allowed. That defense. They allow the second most points in the third quarter to the Vikings, who got most of that is from the beginning of the season when they were getting blown out, which just honestly tells me that they just don't adjust. Teams come out in the third quarter, they adjust to what the Chargers are doing. The Chargers don't adjust. It takes them too long. And it's a big reason why I honestly believe that they allow teams to come back in games. They'll be doing really good at halftime, but then a team will have a great third quarter against them, and then all of a sudden, the fourth quarter, it's a football game again. They're 8-20 against teams with winning records, including the playoffs. Without the playoffs, they're 7-19 against teams with winning records. They beat the Chiefs once under Anthony Lynn's tenure.
I remember that game.
In
Thursday
2018,
night.
when they went 12-4, they had the third easiest schedule, according to sportsbettingdime.com in their analysis looking back at the 2018 season. And it's just, you have a former running back and former running backs coach as your head coach. You're averaging 4.7 yards a carry against the Patriots' stud secondary with guys like Stephon Gilmore, the McCourties, J.C. Jackson. And you run the ball a total of 15 times. You threw it 53 times for 188 net yards.
Yeah, that's questionable right there.
You
Like
have
that.
the easy rookie of the year, and guess who they beat? You beat Jacksonville, Cincinnati, and the New York Jets. All of those, except for Jacksonville, by one score. Less than 7 points.
See, that resume just screams firing to me. You know, like how do you trust in one guy? How do you trust in that guy to come
I
back
just
next
don't
year and something
understand.
change?
And it's just ridiculous, man. The Chiefs game, that was a close football game. Justin Herbert's first game. Great job by the Chargers. He ran the ball 40 times, plus Herbert ran it four times himself.
Yeah.
This game against a passing offense of the Patriots, where Cam Newton threw for like under 70 passing yards. You run it 15 times? As a former running back. I mean, you look at the end of the Buffalo game last week as well. It was just poorly managed at the end. Yeah, they're out of it, but Jesus Christ, it's ugly. Um, they were outmatched physically by a better coached Patriots team. There's just no excuse for losing that game 45-0. And there's really no excuse for losing all these other games all the time. It's just, at one point is enough enough? At what point do you just say what you always say? It's just about winning football games. And he's now has a losing record with the Chargers. He now has a losing record with the Chargers. He was 12-4 2 years ago. And you found the quarterback. They've always had a quarterback. It's the quarterback has never, it's not like you're a team like the Broncos have been, where you don't have the quarterback. Oh, we're just that quarterback away. What don't the Chargers have?
The coach, apparently.
Yeah,
It's the coach.
apparently.
It's the coach, dude. The NFL is simple, and one aspect is that your one goal is to win games, win games. Win games saves your career. And you're right, they've had the quarterback. I kind of relate this to a Falcons thing is that, yeah, Dan Quinn had success, but you had the quarterback, but you were losing games. Like, recipe doesn't add up. So you should be canned, move on, bye bye. Thanks for your try. Knows how to win games consistently on a consistent basis. You know,
Yeah,
I
I
understand there's
completely
only a
agree.
few coaches out there that can consistently win. It's hard to do, but you're not going to, you can't wait around for a guy that had success 1 year and then have 3 bad years and then just go off that 1 year he was good and be like, well, he was good this year, but like, listen, Rams didn't make the playoffs last year, still went over 500, and look at them now. I mean, good shot at winning the division again. Sean McVay can consistently win the game. If your one thing on your resume is just a one good year where you went 12-4, yeah, dude, get out of here. You know, like it shouldn't be that 1 year shouldn't save you like 4 more years. You know, I just cut him, can him, boom, get out of here. Nice guy, but get out.
Yeah, that's what stinks is that, Anthony Lynn, you can't say that he's had an unfair shot. He's had a more than fair shot. I don't think he's the worst coach in the NFL, if that is any consolation prize.
Adam
I think
Gase
that
would
there
like
are
a few
plenty of
words
worse
for that.
coaches.
Yeah, Adam Gase probably got him on that.
Yeah. But you're right. I mean, this team should not be in the spot that they're in. You look at just I was thinking about it last night. The Steelers went 8-8 last season with an offense that would hinder the team some games. Not even that they wouldn't move the football. That offense lost them football games because the defense would set them up in a position to score and they would just turn the football back over. You have a Chargers
Dude,
team that on paper is incredible. You have every position you have a good player in. Every single position you have a good player in. Yeah, your offensive line might not be the best in the league. Was Pittsburgh's offensive line the best in the league last year? Did they have Justin Herbert as court? There's no excuse. A lot of these games, it's not about the talent of the players in the field. It's about the scheme. It's about the coaching. And it's just that's been the difference in a lot of these football games. They're just getting out coached. They're getting out schemed. They can't create momentum at the end of football games. And it's always they are finding a new way to lose. You can't have that. You need to build a winning team. And the players are baffled by it as well. The players are like, listen, we're executing the game plan. We're just losing games. Like, I think you're right. Enough is enough. And I think that after a 45-0 loss, yeah, you can ride him out to the end of the year, but he's got to be
as
gone.
well now. Yeah, he's gone. Might as well now.